This game went by pretty quick. Not gonna lie to you. From the get go, it just kind of first intermission, second intermission, overtime, game over. We just kind of zipped on through. But fortunately, if you're a Vegas Golden Knights fan, you are feeling the sting of a loss today, 3-2 in overtime against the Dallas Stars in Game 3 of the Western Conference Final. And you know what? I don't really know what to make of this game personally. Whether I should be mad or somber or optimistic about what I saw today. But what I can tell you is this is a very, very good battle between two very solid teams. And from the first period, when you see just time kind of flying by like that, in my eyes, I just see two teams just going at it at their best, and nothing's just kind of sticking on. That's why shit's just all over the place. I mean, the puck and players and all the shit. But getting a penalty anytime ever is not a fun time. And Pacioretty getting the first penalty of the game wasn't that good. But defensively, Vegas is able to soak that pressure in, clear pucks left and right. Later, on it very early. And what helps is Vegas is able to just keep pouring it onto Dallas's end when possible. And very late in the first period, Alexiak gets a penalty and Vegas goes on their first power play. And about 43 seconds will spill into the second period. But Vegas does nothing with that, unfortunately. And almost immediately after that power play is over, you have the Dallas Stars, I think in the second period, just completely amped on, ready to go, bringing that game one flair back on it. And I feel like for whatever reason, that pressure that Dallas brought right after they killed that penalty, in that second period, it just went on through all period long. And Vegas just had a very tough time going against it. I mean, Robin Lehner was still being a wall as usual. And it was nice to see the Vegas Golden Knights not get completely ragged off like in game one. But the zone pressure from Dallas was immense. I mean, they would sustain, an attack in Vegas' zone for about 30, 40 seconds plus, and Vegas would be exhausted. You would have, 2, 3 skaters out there for more than a minute and a half. And shout out to MVCSN for those time tracker shit, those puck tracking fucking tech stuff, which, honestly, it gives you a little bit more context as to why players are a bit slower or whatever. I mean, especially for a newbie like me. And as a newbie just kind of watching this, I'm just hoping the Vegas Golden Knights are able to quickly change their shift. But you have to realize that Dallas is just quick and on it. And again, the second period, I felt like Dallas just was in control of it. Momentum, energy, the swing of everything, the flow. And Kudobin being their, opposition of Robin Lehner, I mean, he was just excellent. And of course, you had the 3-goal game in game 2 for Kudobin, where he conceded 3 goals. But this game, I mean, he was just splendid. I mean, Vegas kept trying to attack, and nothing went through. But what does go through very late in the second period is a goal by Alesiak with only 16 seconds left. And that felt like a dampener because for a while, I mean, obviously within the parameters of this game, Robin Lehner was doing fantastic. But the thing is, he went 171 minutes and 20 seconds without conceding a goal. Yeah, remember, he had back-to-back shutouts where Game 7 against the Vancouver Canucks, he wins, 3-0. The Vegas Golden Knights won 3-0. And in game 2 against the Dallas Stars, 3-0 wins. So back-to-back shutouts, and damn near 3 hours of hockey without conceding a goal, but there it is. A goal by Lesiak, 16 seconds left to go in the third period. And it's a 2-on-1 breakaway where Mark Stone is just on his ass in the neutral zone. And it's unfortunate how this goal actually goes in. It's kind of a bad bounce off of Robin Lehner's pads. And that brings us into the third period where I thought, okay, Vegas really has to get it going because, getting a late goal like that, by the end of the period, it always feels like a ball buster, especially when you're the team that conceded that shit. So thankfully, Vegas, through the misfortune and ill temperament of the Dallas Stars, goes on the power play, and during their second power play of this game, they go ahead and get another power play opportunity because Klingberg and Como just decided, fuck it, let's give some penalties away. And the Vegas Golden Knights on the 5-on-3 couldn't capitalize to get a goal, which is unfortunate. But immediately after the 5-on-3 is over and they go back on the normal power play, they go ahead and score from Shea Theodore, of course. Third period, 3 minutes and 58 seconds in, and it's a shot from the blue line, and what seems to have kind of deflected off of Fox's stick going into it didn't matter. Shea Theodore is on it, has been on it since the bubble, and he has been absolutely the Vegas Golden Knights' best player so far offensively. Now, defensively, am I going to say the same shit? No, absolutely not. There are moments within these series and within this game too, where Shea Theodore's just kind of reluctance to play defense and play, the puck well inside his defense kind of bites us in the ass. As much as I love him. And despite the complaint, Shea Theodore gets the game-tying goal, and the Vegas Golden Knights are still back at it, but you have the Dallas Stars just being able to take a punch or 5 and get back up smiling and just trying to well you back. That's what I feel the Dallas Stars are. They are a team just like the Vegas Golden Knights. If you punch them down, they will get stronger. And because you got a game-tying goal, they went ahead and decided to do one better in the form of a goal by Jamie Benn, yes, their captain, in the third period, 7 minutes and 35 seconds in. This is just an absolute atrocity in the neutral zone for the Vegas Golden Knights, where I don't know how many players looked like they were lost. They were just figuring out what figure skating was for the first time in their life, like they're 5 years old and shit. And yeah, I'm saying that as somebody who can't skate for shit. I'm gonna be totally fucking honest about that, man. I don't know how to ice skate. But to be fair, when I'm watching this shit as a fan of the sport, I'm thinking and seeing that, hey, these dudes are wide fucking open. There is going to be ample space for the opposition to just glide on through and make you fucking pay. And pay they do, because Jamie Benn is just wide fucking open, flying on through into the defense and goes one-on-one with Robin Lehner, shoots 5-hole, no problem, and the game is now in favor of Dallas 2-1. And when you have Khudobin, despite conceding that goal from Shea Theodore from the blue line, this dude was still going God mode. He was making saves like, dare I say his name, how Thatcher Demko was making saves. PTDD is real, man. Post-Thatcher Demko disorder, man. We are still feeling that shit. Every goddamn goaltender, it's looking like a world beater. Every goddamn goaltender the Vegas Golden Knights face on any given night, they are basically, Dominic Hasek, Patrick Roy, who else? Ken Dryden. Hell. You see, I'm a hockey noob. This is how much of a hockey noob I am, but you know what I mean. He's all those fucking goaltenders, Martin Brodeur, and all these motherfuckers all fucking combined in one. He goes full God mode. This is true PTDD. It's unbelievable. But thankfully, one guy who didn't really show that PTDD tonight was Alex Tuch. Thankfully, he gets the game-tying goal to bring it back late in the third period, 12 minutes and 46 seconds in. It's the optics of this goal that causes for a coach's challenge for potential goalie interference. But what it seemed to me was Mark Stone getting kind of in the area of Khudobin was possibly pushed by one of the Dallas defensemen. Now, I don't think there was enough physical contact nor incidental disruption or whatever have you to really not allow Khudobin to play on the puck and on the play. So for the refs to say good goal, I agree. Now, I think it was last night or 2 nights ago, that goal from Alex Tuck too, if I'm not mistaken, was actually scratched out. It might have been Shea Theodore or Alex Tuck. I can't fucking remember. But that goal, I totally agree with the referees when it got scratched out because Mark Stone or Pacioretty, if I'm not mistaken, was all over Khudobin in the crease. And that I totally understood. This one, however, I thought, okay, no real contact. I think that should stand, and stand it does. And of course, because of that, delay of game, the Vegas Golden Knights go on their 4th power play on the night. And it's unfortunate because I thought if they really wanted to kill this game off, this was a power play they had to just smother the Dallas Stars. But it's Anton Khudobin who makes a toe pad save. I mean, this was just inches away from going in, but Khudobin was right there. And man, you have Khudobin just stealing this game from the Vegas Golden Knights in my eyes. And by the end, he looked gassed. He looked so gassed, but Dallas's defense stepped up. I think Dallas's defense within the last 30 or 40 seconds of that third period was really coming up big with clearing the puck, pressuring Vegas to, play back from their defense. And what really, in my mind, caused just kind of this chaos in overtime, and this is just me personally, is with 14 and a half seconds left to go, Max Pacioretty ices the puck from Vegas's defense. And when you have to play the face-off in that defense, it could be problematic, right? So Vegas somehow technically wins the face-off, tries to clear the puck. But when the puck is picked off, you could see a potential 3-on-1 break. Sagan, Ben, and another Dallas player, I forget who it was, and I apologize about that. But a 3-on-1 with Jamie Benn potentially scoring the same goal he scored on Robin Lehner 5-hole in that third period, and he could have done it again. I totally saw that happening. But with less than a second left to go, Robin Lehner stretches out as much as he can to save the puck, and he does. But as soon as regulation ends, you get a feeling that Robin Lehner is injured. And unfortunately, I thought that was really the end for the Vegas Golden Knights, because if you're injured like that, you don't switch over, there's more likelihood that Dallas kind of found the weakness in your armor and will expose it. And I thought, hey, maybe if they play Flower, in overtime, maybe we could see a longer period go on. But 31 seconds into overtime, Alexander Radulov scores on Robin Lehner. And you know what? Again, I'm not saying Robin Lehner's injury is, the sole reason to blame and it's all Robin Lehner's fault. I'm not saying that. That's not the narrative I'm trying to push here. What I'm trying to say is when Robin Lehner made that last play, that last second play in regulation to save that shot from Jamie Benn and potentially injuring himself, that doesn't help him. It doesn't. He's a good goaltender, yes. But adding a potential problematic injury like that or irritants on your body like that in overtime, biggest pressure point, not the best. And Dallas could expose that. And what Dallas also exposed was, again, the Vegas Golden Knights just absolute atrocious way they handled the puck in the neutral zone. The way this Radulov goal actually goes through is honestly infuriating in the way that when Radulov from the face-off circle, like pretty much like on the left hand of the face-off circle, just has so much space between him and two Vegas Golden Knights players, and he just fucking speeds on through from the neutral zone inside through the blue line. You felt nothing but just anger and contempt. Like, really? You couldn't fucking mark him down? You just let him go straight up? This was worse than the whole Tyler Seguin brain fart in game 2. This was way worse. You're doing this in overtime with 31 seconds just barely into the fucking overtime period. And I'm not going to fucking fault Dallas on winning this game. Why the fuck would I? Anton Khudobin, the penalty kill unit, and Dallas's defense were sublime. Khudobin with 38 saves on 40 shots, 2 goals allowed, 950 save percentage. Fantastic stuff. And again, their defense was soaking up pressure, keeping Vegas honest, whether it's in offense or in their own defense. I mean, they were really pushing themselves up in Vegas's zone in the blue line. And I know my fucking wording and phrasing and all that shit is potentially a faux pas, but listen, motherfucker, as long as I'm making my fucking valid point, that's all I give a shit about. And unfortunately, the point that I have to fucking drive into you bitches is the fact that the Vegas Golden Knights sucked ass in overtime. Completely fell apart in overtime. And that's not on Robin Lehner. In my mind, 20 saves on 23 shots, 3 goals allowed, 870 save percentage, 1 kind of fluky, pad goal, 1 5-hole goal he absolutely should have had. The overtime goal, I partially blame him, but not really, because again, that neutral zone mess from the Vegas Golden Knights was an absolute disaster. And it's unfortunate because the Fleury stands are going to go ape shit and throw Lehner under the bus. But honestly, this comes down to Vegas's just really blandness in the neutral zone. And I thought they could have done a better job with the forechecking. And certainly only going 1 for 4 on the power play does not help, especially when one of those power plays you had a 5-on-3 opportunity for about more than a minute or so. So for the Vegas Golden Knights, I'm not feeling all that yelly. I'm not feeling all that downtrodden, like super depressed and shit, but this should absolutely be another wake-up call. Just like game 1, where it's just, hey, dude, you got fucking punched in the mouth. After you got punched in the mouth, you got back up and you got punched back in the mouth again. What are you going to do? That answer is going to come in game 4. And I'm hoping in game 4 that whoever plays behind net does whatever it needs to do. I mean, whether it's Lehner or Flower, I don't really care at this point. Panda or Flower, they both do really fucking well. What it always comes down to for the Vegas Golden Knights, you can't blame the fucking goaltenders. What you can actually blame is their soft-ass fucking special teams unit. Their, I don't know, just their fucking mediocrity in playing in the neutral zone when they're just getting pressured and stuffed by a decent team. And just relative complacency with how they fucking play the puck behind the defense, dude. I mean, come on, man. We got to figure something out. And, more and more as the games progress in these conference finals, I'm reading and seeing and noticing that, Vegas fans and the Vegas hockey team always get shit on. And I got to be honest with you, man. I personally do not care if people shit on my team. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who goes to the stadium. I'm the one who watches all these fucking games. I'm the one who buys all this stupid ass fucking merch. And I'm the one who, emotionally am invested into this team. And if you say, oh, that means you're a bandwagon fan, oh, you're just part of this whole facade that Vegas is an actual team. They got, all these special rules to help them out. Dude, fuck you. I don't have to defend shit. And you know what? I certainly don't have to defend shit when my team fails. I don't. I feel like criticism comes from a place of care. And if you can't take that shit, you're a little pussy-ass bitch. And so I say this with love to the Vegas Golden Knights. You fucking pussies better get your fucking shit together. This game, this overtime loss game, was a dick punch to yourselves. You brought yourselves up twice. You were down twice. And then you fucked yourself. Major in overtime. Wake the fuck up, boys. Wake the fuck up. You're only down 2-1. I expect this series to go to Game 7. From what I'm seeing right now, holy hell, this is a battle. And you know what? As much as I hate losing, especially this being my team, this is an amazing series. This is a fantastic series. I'm having a great time watching it. I mean, I can only imagine what Islanders fans are feeling right now with their losses. But yeah, Vegas losing, and being down 2-1, it's a bit of a bummer. But still a series. So dust it off, boys. Got to get back on it on Saturday, and I hope the Vegas Golden Knights grab that one to tie the series up. So, boys and girls, that does it for me. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Go Knights, go. Now fuck off. Tucked it all right today.